In today's video, I will be showing you how to make a spectate system for your games. But before we begin, you must have beta content enabled in the room you plan to use. Go to your watch, then go to this room, settings, then scroll down until you see something that says something like Allow Creative Beta Content. It will tell you to save the room, so click Save. Next, get out your Maker Pen. Go to Palette. Then search for Textured Quad. This is the screen that you want your spectate system to be, so scale how you want. Next, get out a texture constant. Now you want a snap camera image. Get out an event receiver. Configure it to be an update 30 Hz receiver. Now get a player head position. And then a player head orientation.
Hook up the player head position and head orientation to the camera position and rotation of the snap camera image. Then hook up the texture constant to the render texture input. Now get a textured quad set texture. Hook up the texture quad and texture to the inputs on it. Now connect the executions like so shown on screen. Now you should have a functioning screen, but for every player the screen shows themselves because we are getting the circuits from the local player, which is always you. To fix it, let's make a system to let us pick in the game who we want to spectate. Start by getting a button and an integer variable out. You can name the variable anything you want if you want to keep organized, but I won't for the sake of the tutorial. Also, if you want everyone to see the same person on the screen at all times, then set the variable to be synced. Get out the circuit. List get element. Now get a get all players. Hook up the list and the output of the variable to the list get element. Get an add chip. And also get an if chip. Now, a greater than chip. Also a list get count. Hook up the get all players to the list get count, and the second input of the greater than for the output. The first input will be the variable. Make the output of the add be the input of the variable, and the input of the add be the output of the variable. Make the add second input 1. Then hook up the circuits like so shown on screen. Now clone your variable and hook it up to the then of the greater than if. Oops, sorry, you need a greater of equal and not a greater than. Now that it works and you can rotate through players, let's make a way to enable or disable the screen. First, get a toggle button. If you made the variable from before synced, the toggle button does too, but if you didn't, then disable the sync. Now get an if chip. Hook it up like shown on screen. Now that it works for the final step, let's make it show text of the player's username that is currently on the screen. First, get a two-dimensional text. If you have the toggle button and the variable synced, then make this sync too. Set the text to say nothing, and pick what color you want the text to be. Scale it how you like. Lastly, get out A to string, and hook up the circuits like shown on screen. And there you have it, a fully working Spectate system for your game. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions or recommendations for my next tutorial, leave them in the comments below and subscribe to get literally nothing.